Look at that. Holy shit, what is that? I am. That's not a plane. That is not an airplane. You see it? That is not a satellite and that is not an airplane. I've never seen anything like that before. God. There's no FAA lights on it.
What's amazing is that not only do we have the video itself from Lakeview, Ohio, we have the eyewitness testimony coming in from Kenny. Listen up.
Well, my wife and I were sitting over here underneath this tree, and we were out here filming Comet Neowise. It was July 18th, and we were just sitting there talking, and I noticed out of the corner of my left eye, which is off to the west, I thought I saw like a beam, but it was probably a reflection of my light in the glasses. And I looked over and I saw this bright light, and it wasn't like any light I had ever seen before. And so I watched it as it came across over the treetops. Well, it's way over, but the angle I'm at was over the treetops. And I thought, oh, well, I'll go over to the table. That's where the camera was sitting, where we were filming the comet. And grabbed it, and that's where I started filming. As it's, you can see it through the tree as it's going and just continuing on. In the video, it has a slight purplish tint to it, but to the eye, it was just a beautiful white light with a slight tint of blue, almost like a welder's light. Didn't make any sound. And after I stopped filming, I went and grabbed my phone, and I have an app called Flight Radar, and pulled it up, and it wasn't broadcasting any ADS-B broadcasting, so there was no air traffic in our area. I contacted, when we went inside, it was about 11:15 or so. I never changed the time on the camera, so it says 10:11, but it was actually 11:11 when the video was recorded. But I contacted the FAA Monday, and we emailed back and forth, sent them a copy of the video, and didn't hear back from them for a while. And finally, I emailed them again, and they said it was a helicopter. Come to find out, I called a little while later. No, I emailed her a little while later and spoke with the lady, and she told me their radar doesn't reach out this far. So I was wondering, I know it wasn't a helicopter, I'm fully aware, I'm an avid sky watcher. There was no sound, there was no navigation lights on it or collision avoidance lights. You do see a couple blinky lights in the video, but that's fireflies, because they're pretty prevalent this time of year. And they were out pretty good. So I questioned it about being a helicopter. I got in touch with the highway patrol, the state highway patrol here, and they put me in touch with the actual pilot that flies this area. And he looked through his logbooks and said, no, they were not in this area at that time. Got in touch with the airport manager, small town airport. He said he's never seen anything like it, and he's not aware of any aircraft that were in the sky that night. I found a what they call the Joint Surveillance System, the JSS, sorry. There's a node here, or a facility here in London, Ohio, which is 62 miles away. And I put in a Freedom of Information request for an hour's worth of time for a 50-mile radius. They're 62 miles away, but they have a range of 200 miles, so I figure they cover this area. I'm still waiting to hear back from them. They said they're gathering the data, and they will let me know once it's done. I don't know what it was, but I know what it wasn't. It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a drone. I'm a drone pilot myself. It wasn't a fixed-wing aircraft. It wasn't a helicopter. It wasn't a Chinese lantern. It wasn't a meteor. I have no clue what it was.
All right, let's take a closer look at this video, rerun it, and then we're going to give you our opinions on this.
Look at that. Holy shit, what is that? I am. That's not a plane. That is not an airplane. You see it? That is not a satellite and that is not an airplane. I've never seen anything like that before. God. There's no FAA lights on it.
All right, we're looking at this video and I'm getting a 50% closer look at this. It's incredible what we're watching. And right away, I would have to agree with Kenny that this is not a helicopter nor a drone. What are we looking at? Is this a biological entity or something extraterrestrial in nature? Kenny's reached out to the fire department, police department, and the FAA, and so far we have no answers as what this could be. I want to get your guys' opinions in the premiere right now that we're having, and I want to get Brent's opinion. What's your thoughts here?
Wow, what an incredible capture. Thanks, Kenny, for sharing this with us right here at Third Phase Moon. And we're looking at some sort of starcraft as far as I'm concerned. And look at it. We don't see any FAA lights. There was no sound emitting from this unusual orb. It seems like it's quite sizable too, to say the least. I like the way it's actually highlighting the trees as it goes by. There's even a flash as soon as it dips right behind the trees there. Did he see that? Incredible.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until we're looking at this a second time. What the heck is that flash? Is it coming from the orb itself? What is going on here? Is there something maybe that was left behind in the woods, making an indicator that it's there, letting it know that it's just passed overhead? It's totally lighting up the trees. You can see that bright flash. It's hard to tell exactly where the source is. I'm wondering if Kenny even noticed that. There might be something beyond those woods in there, and I got a feeling maybe it could have been the landing site and left off maybe a possible extraterrestrial behind. You just never know. Interesting footage coming in from Lakeview, Ohio, and I want to thank Doc Skinner for getting us this report along with the video and asking Kenny to film himself getting his testimony and what it looks like in the daytime. So it's really important. That's what it's all about. We get the footage and then we got the testimony and then the before and after day and night shots combined, so we could get a kind of a feel of what the area was like. And obviously Kenny has not seen anything like this. He admits what it could be is still a question, and I want to get your guys' comments below. What do you guys think it is? I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live premiere and all your thoughts and comments. They've been very intelligent tonight, and I implore you, if anybody out there captures anything, submit it to us right here at Third Phase Moon. My email is in the description below, and if you could maybe interview yourself and show what it looks like from the location that you shot it, that would be super helpful. Everybody be safe out there. Blake Cousins, we'll see you next time.